Yo, this is about to be one of those videos that some people are gonna love and some people are gonna hate. I guess it all depends on how much you understand how much I want to ride this motorcycle. So stick around and see which side of the fence you're on this episode of Pugliese Speed Shot. I gotta say, guys, I'm taking this look. It's a little Mad Max-ish, but no, don't worry. I'm not gonna like safety wire a seat on that thing and just ride it, because well, I don't know where to put the safety wire. Is really the problem, and I don't want like right there rubbing on, and you get it, right? So now we started doing some metal work last episode, and it's coming out pretty sweet, guys. You see that's lined up about as good as I'm gonna get it with the tools I have. So I know. All right. Yes, I probably should just go buy the brand new Advent Black or Harley or Hogworker, whoever's got that fender. It would just be sitting and waiting for it to come in, put it on a motorcycle. It'll actually match, unlike the one we got sitting over there, and probably won't cost me what it'll cost me. There's no question. But it probably won't cost me much time to put it together, which, well, maybe it will, because you probably got to buy the separate pieces. So I'll probably have to reuse some of that stuff, which is probably faded over time and might not match exact. Opening up another can of worms. So I want to show you guys, I'm going to show you up close and personal what's going on with like how it's all fitting. And well, then I'll tell you the plan, and then we'll execute that plan. And then you can get in the comments and tell me how much I suck. Sound like a good idea? All right, let's do that. All right, before I get up close and personal on this is all the tools we have used, guys. This little fella, this guy, this guy, and initially we used that guy. This is my arsenal of metalworking tools. And this is what we got. And these little more work in here, and right in here, and like right there. But you guys remember what it looked like? If not, the kid will put a picture right there. And I am not mad at this, guy. It's not bolted in, so when it bolts in, it'll get pulled together. It'll be real nice. Resting on this is kind of making that kind of push it out a little bit, but I mean, clearly it's not painted. We get it. But I think that's as good as I'm going to get it with the tools I have. I have ordered a sandbag. You see I don't have one here. I think that I can get this perfect with that. There are none in this town, apparently. So there's that. But we just want to make it presentable. I think I'm done. I don't want to make it worse. And I think if I keep going anymore, I'm going to go too much. So we're going to prep this for paint, and I'll bring it back when that's all ready. All right, guys, we got it all cleaned up. You see, we sanded all the paint that was kind of just sitting down here. That stuff was pretty thick. You can see it's not perfect right in here, right? That's good. We're getting it right now. I don't want to put any filler on this thing, so we're gonna protect it here for a minute. All right. So, and plus, when you put this guy on, So we can just set up kind of where it goes. And it's going to be like that. Then you get your lights that'll be sitting right above it. Then the lights below it. There's a lot of things to distract your attention from that corner, which, man, I got to tell you, it came out pretty good for what we were working with. And so, yeah, we're going to tape this little fella off because it doesn't seem to want to pop out. And we're not going to make it. We're going to put some primer on it. We're going to use a touch-up pen and take care of these little guys right here. This was loose. This had gotten a little loose, so it was shimmying around a little bit. So we'll take care of that with the touch-up. And we cleaned up inside here as well. Just, I mean, you know, it's pretty good. And we, this was starting to rust up a little bit, so we'll shoot some primer and some paint on that. And let it dry before we put it on. 'Cause that's what you want to do. You don't want to just put it on there. Let it cure a little bit, guys. We're not in a huge rush, but we want to get this done before we're in a huge rush. That makes sense, right? So it's been a couple days. Actually, it's probably been at least a week. I've lost track, guys. The weather has been bananas, all right? So it was 100 and something, and then it was like pouring rain, and then it was 100 and something. And well, that you guys didn't have a video last week, and I apologize for that. That's 100% my fault. Well, I'm gonna say about 85% my fault. And Mother Nature has, you know what? It's probably about 50-50, 60-40. It's probably more, either way. We're back to work on the Harley. Get this guy going, put it back together. The paint has dried. And like if you guys see behind me, it's 95, 85, and humid. And you hear the rain rolling in. So we're hoping that cools us off. Why am I talking about the weather so much when we got a Harley Davidson right here that need to put back together? We got right there. I'll flip you guys around, show you the fender, show you. It came out okay. We got more work to do. I'll show you. So from 8 feet away at 8 o'clock at night, it's about an 8. But the closer you get, yeah, you can tell she ain't right. So this here is a matte finish. That's how it came out of the can. This here actually gets shot as a gloss, and then there's an eggshell clear that gives it that nice little hue. And you can actually tell because, see that touch-up I did? That paint is actually the perfect color. That's out of that little pen because he's got scratched up a little bit when that light got loose. Without that eggshell, it don't look right. The plate goes right here, so it'll break that up. Lights go there. It looks 100% better than it did, at least 95, right? But and I'm well aware that when I put the little thing, the lights on that goes there, you're gonna know. I mean, you know now. You're always gonna know. But it's temporary because we're waiting on paint and everything. But guys, we got the she's taking apart over there. And guys, we got rides to do, all right? Summer is upon us and like halfway over. So we're gonna deal with it. In fact, we're gonna take this guy, we're gonna put it up on a bench over here, and we'll get it out of the way. We'll see what it looks like. Yo, like real talk, I thought it was gonna look way worse than this. I ain't even mad about this, guys. I mean, so you see right here, right? There's a crease here. We're gonna need a little more work. We've talked about that. But let's just put a picture up, I don't know, right here of what it looked like before. It's gotta be better, right? And then here, we got the old license plate. And the lights go above it. Way better than it was. I can live with this for a couple of weeks, months, however long it takes to get the paint in. And for me to, I don't know, be bothered enough by that that I'm willing to stop riding that to deal with it. So if you guys remember, that bottom piece can't stay on. It doesn't want to fit. I got to move this too. That's right. So let me put the lights and license plate on, take that thing off, get this guy set up, and start the install. All right. There you have it, guys, all built up. And, right? I mean, it's pretty good for leftover paint and a little hammer and dolly work. I ain't mad at it. And while we were at it, we went ahead and wiped everything down on the bike. Just everything in this region here that's usually covered up so it never gets cleaned up nice. Now that we got that done, remember, we got to wait to put that piece on. So we'll put the fender on, then we'll put that on, get everything hooked up right, all the wiring, and yeah, start putting all the pieces back together. Well, that's not great. That's not good. Guys, I'm not standing that far away. I mean, less than 10 feet, and it don't look bad. Sure, as you get up on it, you see it's got a little different of a hue to it, but I mean, who's inspecting my motorcycle, you know? Park in the parking lot, ride down the road. She ain't bad. She's looking better than most of them out there, I'll be honest. You know, people walk around with some buckets, so, yeah. And I, you know, you get up on it. I don't know who would be doing this, but, yeah, you can see that there's a little bit of a crease still in there. And it's you know, the color's a little off. But this is temporary, guys. Like I said, I'm waiting on paint, I'm waiting on some tools. Until then, it's looking better than it did. I can enjoy this thing. I think it's a solid repair for, you know, just some stuff laying around the shop. This is probably going to come as a bit of a surprise, but that's where I'm going to leave it. And there's a reason, okay? I know you're thinking, like, dude, your saddlebags aren't on. You still got to put, you know, the saddlebag mounts and all that, and side covers, seats, bag. Well, yeah, got it. The whole job's not done. I'm just done for tonight and with this particular job. And I say that because if you remember when we started this whole debacle, you know, before we knew the guy on the internet screwed us over, we were going to put on saddlebag guards and a bunch of other stuff that I got on the shelf over there. So that's the last bit of the repair for now, and the rest is going to be upgrades. So we'll have an upgrade video, but man, I'm looking at that, guys. I ain't mad at it. I mean, you know, I was obviously, I didn't expect this to happen because I thought that that thing right there was going to work out for me. You know what? There's nothing wrong with the part except for the color. And it's just, you know what? I got to let bygones be bygones. Well, it can't be a bygone because it's still there. I guess I got to sell it. So if you guys need something, you know, it's a good fender. I just didn't fit my needs. And I'm kind of rambling because, guys, I am freaking tired. It didn't take that long to put this fender on. I was busy in the background working on some stuff. And, yeah, let's see what time that is there. AM. You will see in the next episode of Pugliese Speed Shop what I was working on. Because, well, I don't want to show you till then. I'll give you a hint, though. That mess on the floor, that's where it came from. And I'm not done with that either, so I'll be back down here tomorrow to take care of that. And if we got some time, finish putting this guy. I like this guy for a ride. It's been about 2 weeks, you know. But, you know what they say. If you want the coolest thing in the parking lot, you better be ready to put in some work. And sometimes that work is realizing you got screwed over and taking the job into your own hands, getting some, you know, three-quarter ass stuff you got laying around the shop, making it work. Thanks for watching, guys.